one sat still equals one sat. That's never going to change.
Cryptoslo, cryptocurrency news and investing.
Cryptoslo with more crypto gains. What's going on, guys? Hope your morning's going well. Happy Friday, as happy as it can be for these market conditions. Today I hadn't made a video in a couple days. I released my bankroll video last night. I talked about the Daily Plus and how another successful product, and that's positivity in the light of all this downturn and craziness. But today I really wanted to focus on the whole concept of Bitcoin, and that is one sat still equals one sat. If you are into blockchain technology and you believe in blockchain technology, nothing has changed. It's still, Bitcoin is still running, transactions are still being confirmed. I know it's really easy to get caught up in the FOMO of things and price speculation. Everybody loves that. But if you're doing what I say you are supposed to be doing, and that is reserving sats, then ultimately you can't be too sad if you're in this space, because your sat value should not have been affected horribly by the downturn. I did as a safety precaution, deleverage some of my compound.finance. I still think it's a great platform. We just have to have ETH get a little more stability. And I could foresee myself returning to compound once things, the volatility stops. But, from that notion, you have to remember, I've been grinding on crypto through all these ups and downs for almost 3 years. And, the reality is I'm not going anywhere. I believe in the technology. And I think ultimately once the technology gains full user acceptance amongst the world and the population, then the price will follow. The price will follow. And I know people look up to the YouTubers and the people that are heavily in the space. As I've said before, I spend 20-25 hours a week on top of my regular job, staying up to date, keeping up to date on wallets and crypto and news, and it's a lot to take in, and it can be exhausting at times, but it can be very exciting and very well worth it when things are going in the positive direction. So heed it as a warning or happiness, in the sense that if you're in crypto just for price speculation, then you probably shouldn't be in crypto, because you will experience a lot of ups and downs, and it moves quickly and it's volatile, and it never does what you think it's going to do, and that's kind of what's happening. Everyone's looking at the stock to flow, and Bitcoin's going to be 100,000. Do I still think that's possible? Absolutely, because I think Bitcoin will make its move when you least expect it, and as it always does. Same with ETH. ETH will make its move when you're asleep, and it's going to jump, and then you FOMO into it and you buy high. No, don't do that. So really think about why you're in crypto, and I could give you that advice that it's a long road. It's a long road to adoption, and you have to be prepared for that, and it will change your perspective. There was a comment or two, you seem down, Slobo. Well, yeah, of course. You don't like to see your fiat value take a nosedive, even if you still have the sats. But it's a new day. The question is, how do you react to that situation? My move was to up my ante in Daily Plus because Tron is cheap. I mean, Tron at a penny, you're just like, dude, you should be snapping it up, because its SAT value has held very well in the midst of all of this crisis. Now, I'm not saying go all in on Tron. I'm just saying that it's, the fact that you can put your sats to work, it's a good thing, because honestly, I think these next couple months will be unpredictable. I was having some conferences last night, really late into the night, with BT and a couple other people, and nothing's changed. I mean, it puts a damper on the party for sure, but we have to recover. But you have to strap in, because I think a lot of this chaos is just starting. My other video I called Dow 15,000. I absolutely still believe the Dow is going to 15,000, possibly a full retracement to 10,000. I advised weeks ago. I said ways you can protect yourself of moving your 401k into money markets, not financial advice. And that was a fantastic move. The Dow is down like 8,000 or 9,000 points since I made my move, and my strategy there will probably be to incrementally buy in if we continue to dip. Now, why do you say that? Well, because who knows what the true bottom of the Dow is, and it's the same strategy as with crypto. You accumulate in the downturns. I think that's another good lesson, is when you have a dip, don't go all in on the dip, because you may dip again, right? So that's a better trading strategy, is break your dip bucket into 3 or 4 parts. If you have $100, spend $25, wait and see what happens. Spend $25, wait and see what happens. And incrementally get in, and then you're probably going to do better cost average wise than if you just go 100% in. That's more of a gamble than it is an accumulation strategy. And as always, whenever I focus on a crypto to really stack, I like to use accumulation strategies more so than going all in on buying something. I've definitely done much better with that strategy. But with that being said, do I think we have a dead cat bounce today? Yes. It definitely is shown that there are people that dwell at the bottom waiting for those flash crashes. They said that Chainlink went down to a penny on Binance. That's absolutely absurd. That makes absolutely no sense. In some kind of flash crash, and they don't know what did it, but very, very interesting that something like that could possibly happen. So, but yeah, definitely strap on your moon boots. We are probably in for a pretty rough ride. Honestly, Bitcoin, I just don't see it going below 3,000. I do think 3,000 could be the bottom of the barrel, and that, there's just too much production cost behind it at that value for it to go lower than that. People would just rather accumulate at that point. So that's my bottoms. If Bitcoin goes to 3,000, we are in for a very, very, very big constriction on alts. So be prepared for that. So you just have to be prepared for this. And like I said, if you're in it for the money, then if that's the only reason you're in it, then you probably should leave the space, because it can be a bitch at times. Anyways, like, subscribe. Hope you enjoyed today's video. Have a great day. Be safe. Wash your hands. And that's it. It's Cryptoslo. If you're not talking gains, then we're not talking